Hello folks, and welcome to the GT7 Weeklies of February 28th to March 6th. That's what it is. Starting with the Sunday Cup Classic, a new one that they added through the update for the Unimog at the Red Bull Ring Short Track. Now, this event, if you have driven with the Unimog, is pretty bad. I'm just gonna say that right out of hand on that one, because the reason why is not because of the ghosts there, the rabbit ghosts that you see in between the pack. It's because the car in the front. The car in the front is a 356 Porsche 356 1500 GSR, I believe it's called. But yeah, that car. Oh, and also a convertible version too on top of it. That car, kind of powerful for this event, not gonna lie. Compared to all the other components, especially that Unimog, because that Unimog that guy's driving was the stock. So it doesn't say max gears 53 miles per hour. So, but yeah. If you want to beat this, you need at least be close to 400 pp. I will say I downloaded 381 pp with the Unimog. But yeah, that short coast thing will be coming up next after this one. As for now, just driving the Barker. But yeah, I got two Barkers. So I have this one, which is more for the interchange reasons and public driving style, while the other Barker has like race stuff on it, or a bunch of race stuff. When I say interchange too, by the way, I mean it has the race stuff, but not the engine bore increase and stuff, because once you put that on, I hope to God that's what you wanted, because you have to pay $6 million just to change out, or just to change out the motor back to stock, basically. Because some parts are nice, they're interchangeable, you never have to worry about having to pay that much just to redo the car. But if you so happen to have to because you bought an engine bore on it, which is why I'm going to say when you buy engine parts, it's the last thing you should buy. Besides weight reduction. Weight reduction is the other one. Because if you so happen to add a weight reduction to this, I hope you wanted that, because $13 million, please. If you so happen to want to change that to stock too. So you have to pay $6 million for the motor, $13 million for the body. Oh, and that goes up for each weight reduction engine part you have, by the way. I believe. So yeah, it's not worth doing that. But other than say, yeah, this event, I will explain definitely more to this event. But otherwise, yeah, this event is pretty rough if you drive the Unimog. And yes, you would have to use comfort softs, I would say, you can beat this event, because it does. The Unimog goes up to like 90 miles per hour at best, and that's its max tune too, because I think it has like 200 horsepower at best. Why is it only like 90 miles per hour? I think it's because simply, well, it's a heavy truck, so you know, that and road drag is probably really bad. Actually, don't expect us to move very much. And then not only that, I think this event's kind of tough too, because it's kind of short. Like, a minute per lap on 3 laps is not really much, to be honest. Alright, now on to the American Sunday Cup 600 at Grand Valley Highway 1 at first. This time I'm driving the Plymouth Superbird. A car that many people kind of fear because of its uncontrolled drivability. But that's if you don't have the rigidity upgrade, I will say. That upgrade is very important, because it's a reason to have that, because how stable it is. Also, yeah, I think the film kind of skipped there, or the replay kind of skipped there, because I noticed the car just went from there to there. Oh, something to show you guys. That could just happen, and that sucks. So anytime you see skippage like that, that's probably might be why. Sorry, yeah, that surprised me. It did that. I don't know why it did that. Your part. Yep, just driving the big old Superbird at 600 pp too. I believe this thing is way down there, because you'd think this be a heavy... Or no, it is kind of heavy, technically. Because yeah, I will say that Barker was only weighed 2,800 pounds, I will say. That was kind of insane on that. But this here weighs about 3,800 pounds, but I used two weight reductions to put it back to like 2,900, and then I add a bit more to apply for engine upgrades and stuff of such. Yep. So as a result, you get a kind of a nose heavy car. You have to like really gentrify the throttle, and this thing will freak out. You got the Corvette C1 there, which, yeah, well, good luck beating these guys. But, yeah, I see the Mustang reference there. That one. Steve McQueen, I believe. A bullet. So that's a guard green color. And you got the Viper GTS in front, which, yeah, not surprised. Bunch of old muscle cars, and you just have this American sports car. Souped up, higher horsepower sports car. It's not gonna crap on the Viper because the Viper is a good car. However, probably one of the best things franchise will add in terms of American cars. I will say there is other American cars, but I haven't really, I guess, noticed them yet. But there is some crazy ones, because I wouldn't mind if they had the Pontiac Fiero, which when I say the Pontiac Fiero, I mean the probably Gen 2. It went to 3 generations or 2, I can't recall, but basically the later one. One that's not so bad. The one that doesn't catch on fire. Because yeah, that's the bad part about the Gen 1 Fiero, it was known to catch fires because of the stupid Iron Duke motor. Yeah, that used the Iron Duke, which, oh god. Speaking of bad motors. Which is kind of funny because the Corvette C3 used that motor, but we don't have that version of the C3, I believe. I think we just have the regular Corvette with the beefed up motor, and probably a good reason. On that, because you don't want to recall the bad times of America, basically. Which is fuel recession, I believe it's called, or something like that. Oil crisis, basically. So basically, most American companies were forced to make more healthy cars at the end of it, so they nerfed muscle cars to put in from 400 to like 100 horsepower at best. Did it help the fuel much? Yeah, but it basically killed the aspect of the whole muscle car. Because at that point they're mostly just built like commuter cars. Which is something nowadays, really. Look at all the candidates here, from the Mustang Mach to the Challenger. Shoot. Yeah, 2 new Camaros are in the back. Weird. What are you guys doing in the far back? I said that Mustang boss is trying to keep up with that GTS though. That surprised me. Yeah, just driving this Superbird on the way to here. But yeah, if I had to say on the rain how okay it is, it's kind of, I would say 2 out of 5 stars. But yeah, this is a lot of horsepower put into it for a big old bird. That's a big fat bird. Basically. But then again, I will have to reassure myself, I gotta remember something, that the Superbird is also a stock car. Than the NASCAR. Although, that might be more referring to the Daytona before it got banned. So, yeah. The Superbird, however, I don't know if it was a NASCAR or not. I assume it was. So. Yeah, that because then I gotta remember. I think they produced only like 500 of those, or get canned again. Yeah, the Superbird is technically more aerodynamic to the Daytona, Charger Daytona, for example. But yeah, if you're wondering like why does the vinyl look a little different on the Superbird here, is because I had to rearrange the vinyl because one thing I forgot, when you add a wide body to this one in particular, the wide body overhauls the whole car in terms of look wise. Because its body is way chunkier than the normal one, which that kind of tells me in the future I need to get a normal one and the wide body version, because that is completely different. Because usually the wide body just widens the body a little bit. But some cars, like the Superbird and the Pantera, get a complete overhaul change. So now to the race of turbo sports cars. At the Autodromo D, into that goes. Which I am driving, which is kind of surprising about the turbo event. You can drive race cars. So this is your way to drive the Gordini, or you can drive the A220 race car. Which, when I say that, I mean you can really drive at 600 ppc on top of it, because these are probably the most fairest opponents I have ever seen. Then you can just literally turn around and do this event at 600 pp instead of the suggestion 700 pp. You can actually have a heck of a leeway about this. But yeah, I am doing this car at 600 pp because I do have a plan in the future to have like a bunch of old race cars at 600 pp. It'll be kind of interesting in that part. And as such. Yep, this is on the Alpine A220 race car, which I think it's like 350 horsepower, I guess. However, this thing is pretty fast for what it is. And a bit crazy. There is no horn function for this car, however, so I'll mention that. Which is kind of funny because I just witnessed our Coco Bun there, which when I check him in a bit here, you'll notice he'll have sports hard tires instead of sports soft tires he's known for. So not only the opponents are fair, but he's also being fair. Fair enough. That's good. Yeah, anyway, just flying through these opponents here. So yeah, these ain't really much of a threat for opponents wise. This car is also pretty fast too. 350 horsepower. This thing, but then again, I gotta remind myself, this thing only weighs like 1,500 pounds. With the increased weight I did though too, it did 1,900 pounds, but still, that is light. That is so light. So light and very incredible in that case. I forgot how light this car can be. For this old race car. But yeah, you'll probably be seeing more 600 pp cars like this in the future while I'll test old race cars at 600 pp. I believe I got another Ford Mark IV. The Ferrari P4 I'm gonna wait on because that thing costs 20 million, so F that one for now. That one's a bit ridiculous, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say on that. But yeah. Other thing to mention too is oh yeah, I will be showcasing the new cars, but after this, since I forgot, yeah, we just were filming up here and it's like, oh yeah, I might want to get to that. Also, hi White Supra, that might be related to Paul Walker's Supra, maybe, who knows. It's a white Supra. Cause yeah, there's two Supras, Fast and Furious wise. There's the white one, and then there's Paul, and then there's the orange one. There's also another Supra if you count the other characters. There's the Paul Walker Supras. You had the orange one at the first film, and you had the white one after his death. Oops. Anyway, so Let's fall over. This thing goes. Yeah, just looking at all the cars and cams and stuff. Yeah, at least that one got decorated. Get the WRX. Yeah, that's not Impreza, that's a WRX. Which, I'm sorry, bring back the Impreza name. It's just tacky. It's so tacky without the name. It was called Impreza since day one. You keep it Impreza. I get it. The car is so different now that it's not technically much of an Impreza, but still, it has the Impreza genes. You got the Sierra RS. Yeah, it's kind of funny in Mitsubishi's case when the new Lancer Evo X came to be. That came with a completely different motor, which disheartened many purists on that. What ruined Subaru's case is not the... what's the best way to say it? It's not the car or the motor, it's the body that got changed over time. Because he went from compact sedan to full-size sedan. When Impreza was also known as a coupe too. Above it. Yeah, this is the one cool thing I get to do during replay wheels. If I can be able to just capture everyone that's driving by in one scenario, that's nice. Yeah, there's the Sierra Brothers. But yeah, they're back again. Yeah, purple fairlight Z, which, okay. 300Z, which, yeah, I'm not going to complain that. So it's nice. Yep, I'm back to the A220. Just driving us to victory. As the thing goes. I just cannot believe that. It's like, weighs like 1,500 pounds. Although I did increase it to 1,900 pounds, again, I'll mention that. It just, that is still so light. It's like, holy crap. And yet, that's technically good because it doesn't even have a spoiler to begin with. So, I will say, light cars technically don't really need that. On that part. I just look at the dashboards and stuff that they have here. And Supra, classic style. And get the R33. Yeah, he's kind of booking. I think he's gonna mix it to that Supra though. You got the Sierra S500. There's Supra. This is the white line. First. And you get the Impreza, which, yeah, with the weirdest colors to my standards. It's too weird for mine. And again, I'm more of a purist on the WR blue. It normally has such a dark blue maker going on here. And you got the, yeah, speaking of WR blue, this one has the WR blue. Just, yeah, when you look at the rear end of the WRX and then you look at the rear end of the Impreza, it's like, it's night and day. It almost looks like the WRX looks like a Ford at the end of the day. What's up for it? I don't want to say that though. But yeah. This feels like it. Alright, that's 4. Then you get the Lancer Evo, the Tommy Mechanic special. Your Supra RZ 2019. Sierra RS 500 and Mature Z's. Yeah, I do try to showcase as much as I can within a given time. But yeah, that basically wraps up for the turbo event. Which is not a bad event. Basically very basic at the end of the day. Nothing too crazy. And you, like I said, you can basically do this with 600 pp car. Now if you try to do it with 550 pp, it's probably possible with medium tires maybe. I'm thinking. It might be possible. I have to hard try it out. Get on to the next one, which is the special event at Alsace, which is Pega 205 GTI, which is the new car we just got for the update. Yeah, the Pega 205 based on the rally car, which is a homologation model. But yeah, it's kind of weird that the Volkswagen has a GTI badge, and then also, oh, that's a Pega Peugeot. God dang it! There I go again with that. But yeah, Peugeot 205 GTI, 1988. Yeah, another car that also has a GTI badge, which I don't know what that means exactly. I probably should hard check that. I probably will once the time comes of doing tryouts, but otherwise I did decorate the car a little bit to be more like these guys. Except the one thing I didn't realize is that, oh yeah, I'm 550 pp. They're probably sitting at 450 pp. Center have, I think, comfort medium tires at best. So I'm a bit overkill. So hope you don't mind that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. At least they try to decorate the cars. Nothing too crazy, but it's there. Then again, speaking of Peugeot 205, I forget about what the elf means on their logo stuff, because I don't know what the elf one means exactly. It's a fun one. And of course, you got Michelin, because yeah, it is France after all. You got Le Mans, that stuff, basic France base I can think of. Got a backlit there, but I'm just kidding because there's no backlit. I could have. Oh. Easily. That was the best part. Backlit's even France for you almost. Hope so. It's basically just nonchalant driving to victory, basically, at the end of the day. And showcase the other guys. You went out of the way to color the bars too. Yeah, you can color the back bars too. It's pretty cool. I do like. Okay, I got a white one here with a couple things on it. Not bad. You got I want to say teal color, surprisingly. This one's teal. German textile. That's pretty cool. You got a sunny day yellow. I feel like petrol heads, man. That one. Got the steakhouse badges all there. Good God. And a blue one with shell motor. And then you got basically the rest of them are kind of technically stock, but they have this red line around the cars too. So yeah, some of them have that. However, the one that's in the used dealership is just a red one. So I don't even know if it has that trim color. I think it got taken off when I did the coloring, I guess. I'm gonna guess that's the case. I do wonder if I can recolor that. But I didn't really check the color portion very much. I assume you can, since mine's not colored now. I assume you can. Should have checked a bit more. Oh. How to drive this 276 horsepower to victory. But yeah, it's surprising it hits that much. That shocked me a bit. But then again, I think I also weighed it down too, so it does weigh a whole lot bit heavier than normal. And that such. I'll let you guys go by. Eventually they'll be getting there. Eventually. Yeah, I'm surprised they picked the village track and not the short one for this. These cars don't really feel that much suitable for this, but then again, 219, not bad. For time record. This is also a track I also do like too, because I do like Alsace. This is kind of a crazy track. It's in this big old spiral bike turn here. Get one heck of a swing. Yeah, if I recall, I think I used to do grade 2 car testing on this track because this track just fits that bill pretty good. Yeah, eventually I will be getting back to that one too. I know, I have a whole lot of steps to get there, basically. I started at what I consider the medium of PP tryouts, because I could do a 450 PP, I could do a 400k PP one. There's like so many things on the player, and I don't know which is really best to do, pretty much. Besides, you know, make sure to do the medium ground ones. Because those use the best ones before. And such. Yeah, 217 is the best to get it. Or something. Beat my record? Probably did. Now, next up to the last one, which is the World Rally Challenge at Trail Mountain. A 10-lap sprint race. So I'm driving the Focus Grade B rally car. A very fast rally car, basically. And the second of Ford's rally cars, besides the Mustang. Which I feel bad, because the Focus eventually got canned by Ford throughout production, because, you know, freaking crossovers and SUV shenanigans. So if you ever want a Ford Focus, quote unquote, you have to get a Ford Escape, which I don't think that's much better. Although the Escape is built on the same platform as the Focus, the one I know of. It says, yeah. Now the drive this to victory, basically, which is not going to be hard. Matter of fact, this is one I find that they should have tweaked the AI, because oh my god, this is so easy. And there's a lot of reasons why it's so easy too, because first off, their gears are short. So they at best can hit like 150, 160 at best. And I can hit up to almost 180 as shown there. Almost better. But the code drag like holds it back like big time, because the biggest problem about these cars, code drag. They're not really made to go 200 miles per hour at all. And yeah, code drag kills them. Kills the car. It's actually a fundamental problem I have with race cars a little bit, because you really just can't have a straight speed, which I get why its code drag is like that, is because the trade-off for being like that is maneuverability. You get way more maneuverability when designed like that. That's why Pikes Peak cars like this are designed such, because you get that one crazy maneuverability. That's shown for me just swerving around just like that, and see ya. Yeah, that basically wraps that technically for this event. I do not blame anyone at this point to skip straight to the rewards, because it literally is gonna feel like this. So don't blame me if you skip straight to whatever that time is. But yeah. Yeah, now just look at the rally cars as I get to basically there, basically. Because I was apparently over prepped for this, because, but then again, the only reason why I'm over prepped for this is because of the Eiger Nordland one. If you tried the Eiger Nordland one, it is night and day in terms of difficulty for this. Eiger Nordland will test your balls. This will not test a thing on you. Because they're just simply slow. Matter of fact, I probably bet I could probably do this in 600 pp, no doubt. With the 600 pp setup rally cars I've been doing, because I've been doing that weird such, and I will be showcasing that weird such. When I'm gonna do that, probably soon, I will say. So there's a teaser for you. Yeah, that's the one car that weirds me out for a rally car, but it makes sense because a Nissan GT-R is all-wheel drive. It should be a rally car. Then you got the Hyundai Genesis. That's what tin don't. Then the 205 Turbo, which I'm gonna be honest, I probably should have driven that instead if I didn't. But then again, I thought I did at some point. But yeah, just to play on the whole Peugeot 205, I probably should have just done that. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, you know what? I want to drive the Focus instead. I haven't driven the Focus for a while. Because I gotten it, I just never drove it. Because there's cars I got, I just never drove. Which was the whole aspect what I wanted to do for the weeklies, was the test out cars that I just so happen to have on the side. Which is a good benefit in that case, because that way I could test cars like the Superbird, or I could test the Focus as a 670 pp, because there will be like two rally setups, so 600 pp and 670. 670 is like their highest, well, I feel like the highest setup you can probably do to it. The exception is if you slap on race medium tires. Probably race medium tires will probably even go better, but I don't know. I don't know really about that, because looking at the tire burnish too, because this is a sprint endurance race after all. Tire burnish is pretty bad on that left side, or right side, my bad. And that's such. But yeah, so it's kind of funny. As, oh, I'm winning this Focus. This guy's getting up here in the front. The Focus too. Then you got the Lancer Evo trying to chase. Yeah, he'll be chasing majority of the race. I mean, you got the NSX just there. Subaru GT86, which crazy. That's probably the most craziest rally car, because it just feels like a Celica. Which, not surprised, because the 86 to me does feel like a Celica. If the Celica kept the FR drivetrain and didn't become an FF. That's the thing goes. Because yeah, I do kind of think the FF drivetrain kind of ruined it to people. And the only reason why they did that is because they separated the Celica from the Super. The Super was going to be the FR throughout its life, where the Celica was going to be an FF because of the FF attention back then. Which I don't know if it's still kind of much of a thing nowadays, because people want to drive FS more than FRs. Because it's, you know, by daily driving, that's actually pretty nice, because you don't have to deal with the whole, it's basically like a cheaper all-wheel drive alternative at the end of the day, because FS are good for dealing with weather condition stuff and dirt stuff too. However, as a racing sport, or especially street sport, they're not really that great in street racing to my understanding. They're okay, but they're not really there. Like, you will see a difference. And then not only that, the bad part about FS, if you try to make their horsepower really freaking high, they will freak out. They'll like slap a 600 horsepower in a little compact hatchback, that car will freak out. It will be burning those front tires immediately. Not even trying. Matter of fact, the Peugeot 205 I was just driving was kind of freaking out a little bit. So I was hitting that strain limits. I will say each FF has its own limits. I will say, but that Peugeot kind of showed it immediately right there. That kind of tells you how much of the car's push, basically. Yeah, there we got the lead through. But yeah, like I said, he's trying to get to the focus. He's doing it. Except here's the biggest problem. He's driving race. But yeah, here's the best part. Can't catch up with me. They're driving race softs on top of it. Like, good lord. Oh wait, actually, I just realized that. Which is why I realized oh wait, yeah, that's right. You can only wear race tires in this. Okay, never mind. Basically. About using sport, because I will say I would use sports tires on a 600 pp rally car, because I have been doing that and it's been fun. So yeah, I will say if you want to beat that 600 WTC like real easy, just go get a rally car like an Impreza or something. Slap some sports hard tires, and weight ballistic it to 190, and there you go. You'll most likely will win. Once you understand the fundamentals and bridge transmission, or all that stuff. All the goodies. Expensive goodies, but goodies. Yeah, I do sort of money grind. It's part of the tryouts, I will say, in the process at the end of it. But I do get a crazy amount of money that I don't really have to worry about the whole cost factor to some cars. Besides anything $20 million. It's a little ridiculous, but yeah. Because they want to make sure it's authentic as possible, even though it's not authentic, because reality, just to say that McLaren would actually be $25 million. Or more. Just to say, it's not realistic. It's to a point, though. I know they ain't gonna do that reality, because if they show that reality, people will be bitching so bad. And it's understandable, because people don't want to pay the real life prices of these cars, especially McLaren. When, God, that speaking of overcharge, Jesus. Like, I get it, that car's famous, but it ain't $20 million famous. It's at best, I would say, $10 million. It's a beautifully designed car, but it's just a reminder of the guy who made a Gordon Murray already turned around and made a better McLaren called the T60. And such. Oh yeah, I also accidentally paused there, because Butterfingers. And a cat. Yeah, I just basically drive this to the P's, because yeah, that thing's burning its tires. Then again, I weight ballisted that too to 190 to get most of the horsepower. Did it help? It doesn't really feel like much, to be honest. And I also had someone else pitting here too, so I'm about to lap them soon. Which is the Peugeot. Like I said, I feel so bad about the Peugeot. That really shouldn't be that weak. But then again, I think by stock form it gets sort of. Which is kind of funny about that, because Group 3 rally cars were considered super dangerous, but then they turn around to Group A, and then Group A cars started getting as fast as the Group B cars, thus more safety strict, if you think about it. So then if you look at these rally cars, they do jack up to like 500 horsepower as the Group B rally cars did. So it gets weird. Almost like it was written off. But I do understand why Group B died at the end of the day was because of Hackley Lancia, for example, and other companies on that matter, because they try to do things that were a bit life-risking in many ways possible. And the audience attention wasn't really there. Considering so many crashes involved accidentally run over people and such. Because they put the people at the wrong spot where that rally car's gonna fly through. And such. Yeah, it's very interesting on that. It's like we basically recaptured the speed of what the Group Bs were doing. But made sure it's modern, I'd say. And still have a car horn. Alert. Yeah, that's the one thing I forget about rally cars. They still have their car horns, which makes sense in case wildlife gets in the way, which that will happen. Because they do these in dirt trail paths, so yeah. That makes perfect sense on that. Unless you're talking about the one rally cars that do dirt rally, or not dirt rally, but these are small tracks. I'm just gonna say that. Like there's tracks designed specifically for rally, not just long-winded paths and stuff. There's the two type of rallies. There's that, and there's that one. I can't remember what by names what they're called because it's been a while since I did that one dirt game. Dirt 2.0 or I don't think it's Dirt 2. It's something. I can't remember what. It's a game I went back to try, but then I remember, oh yeah, this game is ridiculously hard. Especially the online stuff. Whenever I say ridiculous, as in there is no reason why it's that hard. And such. And you got the Genesis, the Mustang. But yeah, something I'm still kind of surprised out of all the rally car conversions, you put the Mustang as a rally car. Not what I expected. But it is special though, because at least it's all-wheel drive. Like one of the first all-wheel drive Mustangs, it feels like. Can't say if actually the first all-wheel drive Mustang. Besides, you know, the Mach. I kind of wish it was just called the Mach. It's a Mustang, but you know. Because it has no reason to be called a Mustang. Look, there's people to listen to. You don't listen to those people. During the presses, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I just know they were listening to some people that said that this should be called Mustang. That is not a Mustang. That is an EV car that just has a name attached, a false name attached to it. You want a Mustang, you get a Coyote engine or a Windsor. Or Cobra Jet, or something. Box body Mustang. SM95 Mustang. That good stuff. It's gonna be called that. It's gonna stay like that. As the thing goes. With some changes here and there, or some revolutions that would say, yeah, I could still call this a Mustang at the end of it. Even though it doesn't have a Windsor anymore, it has a Coyote. And it doesn't have a Coyote anymore, it has a... I don't know if I want to say Godzilla. It's like some kind of Zilla motor they've been doing. That's another crazy one. Yeah, we're getting ever closer getting done. Nope. I keep trying to drive off the side there. Again, these tires do get a little rough, but then again, I also added weight too, and the weight... There is a trade-off when you add weight, your turn's going to be a bit more dragged. But you get more speed technically, in some ways. Oh yeah, you also get less acceleration too, but it's not that big of a change unless it's a short track, you might see the effect there. Heck, I would say I don't even know if it really affects the tires at the end there. I kind of say it's like a sort of yes or no draft. But yeah. But then again, I'm driving on hards, which when you drive on hards, you can technically have as much weight as possible. And doing so, you get technically faster than medium and softs. Mostly on the straightaways, of course, or just winding roads. But if it's a high momentum track, then you might have a problem there. Although the trade-off is for a track of that, their tires will be burned way quicker than you at the end of it. So technically, you're technically still kind of better. Because you use for the hard tires. The medium tires do burn a bit, and then soft tires, I consider those kind of the worst tires. The only reason I would have soft tires on is if I have to, basically. Which the cases where soft tires for my cars, or the event is forced to soft tires, like K cars with the comfort softs. Such. So here we go, closing to the end here. Let's see. Okay, I believe that's the Audi. So yeah, I almost overlapped like the whole competition at the end there. I think I almost overlapped half of the competition. Jesus. That's how piss easy this area is at the end of it, which is kind of disappointing. Now here is the rewards for today, which I'm just gonna say, I hope you weren't expecting good rewards, because yeah, it's kind of just digit change, basically. Speaking of digit change, pocket change, yeah, 10 grand. Buy a go-kart with that. And then 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, so overall just 800 grand, plus whatever the events gave you at the end of the day. So that ends basically that for this episode. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. You guys take care, and hope you enjoyed the week.